Hello, Mission College Eagles. My name is Jacob Skelton, and I'm going to be your professor this semester for Linguistics 1. I'm very excited to get started this summer, and I welcome you to the course. The purpose of this video is to give you a little tour of our Canvas shell. So right now I'm going to give you a little guided tour, and I want you to follow along. So when you first land on our Canvas page, you're going to see this welcome page I set up. Uh, when you first get here, I encourage you strongly to go through the different tabs you'll see here, the weekly to-do list, the classroom tour tab, which is this video, and how to use Canvas. Even if you are familiar with Canvas, it's very helpful to still go through those videos on how to use Canvas. And if you're new to Canvas, I strongly recommend that you watch those videos because all of our communication, course content, everything will be here in the Canvas platform. Every week when you come into the shell, hopefully a few times a week, you're going to see this weekly to-do list with an update on what's going on and links to the current modules. You'll also notice that this picture here, the hello in different languages, links also to modules directly. So many places will take you to where you need to be. Before we link over to modules, I just want to give you a couple more tips about our homepage. First, on the left side, you're going to see a few menu options. These items are all clickable and will take you to where you need to be. I'd like to point out the grades link here. So whenever you are curious about your grade in the class, you can click on grades to find it. Also, if you click on student services, this link will take you to all the student services at the college and different links to all of those available to students. Also, the Office 365 link is very helpful for students to access all of the free software we give to you, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all those great things. So please take advantage of these different links. Finally, before we go into modules, I want to point out the Account tab here. This is where you can set up your notifications preferences. And that's one of our first activities this session. So it's important that you do this because Canvas doesn't automatically notify you and send you emails. So I strongly encourage you to do this one, and you're going to get points for it. So let's go ahead and click into our first module and just kind of see how things are set up. I've organized this course in weekly modules. There are 8 weeks for this summer session, so it's actually kind of an accelerated class. We're essentially taking 16 weeks of content and material and putting it into 8 weeks. So all the work, half the time. But I think you can handle it. And of course, if you are struggling, please let me know and I can certainly work with you. You'll notice that the modules are all closed right now. You can click to expand them and you'll see the various pages. So we're going to start off with our what I call week 0. Essentially, this is an introduction to the course. I want to point out some key pages, particularly the syllabus page, as well as my contact information. This is how you can reach me throughout the semester. I also want to point out the grading by contract page, and I'll take us there. This class may be a bit different than the other classes you might have taken. In total, to get 100%, you need 400 points. But the maximum possible points available for students is actually 505 points, which means there's a lot of flexibility in what you can turn in. And so it allows you to miss things and get things wrong and still do fine in the class. What this also means is if you are late on an assignment, and by late I mean after an assignment is completely closed, I will not accept it. So because there is this great deal of flexibility, up to 145 points, and you can still get an A, this is the grading by contract policy. So I encourage you to read it over. Notice the difference between late and past the due date. I will accept things that are past the due date, and Canvas will mark them as late, but I don't penalize in those cases. But if the assignment is closed again, at that point, it is too late. So once again, please pay attention to these important details. Read the syllabus. The syllabus actually opens in a different page. So let me just take you there. It's actually it is a Google document. So It'll show you all the same details that you see in Canvas, but this is more accessible to the community outside of the class. All right. So going back to our modules page, week 0 is important to get to know the class. There are some assignments that are worth points in the first module, week 0. So please don't miss the discussion assignment, the first 2 participation assignments, and the syllabus quiz, all of which are pretty easy points to get right off the bat. Week 1 begins our content, and that will open on June 13th this summer. You'll notice that there are several pages, but basically every weekly module looks like this. You'll have a topics and instructions page. That one's critically important for you to know what to do and what is required. Every week I like to mix it up with some cartoons. I want to give a shout out to my colleague, Professor Cindy Lewis, who developed much of the content in this class and has been very, very generous to share it with me and our colleagues and with you students. She's collected many of these cartoons, and I hope you enjoy them every week. We've also given you a couple scans of our textbook, the first 2 chapters. That's all we can do. We strongly encourage you to buy the book. And by the way, the book looks like this, so make sure you get it as soon as you can. Each week you'll see lecture videos. Because this is an accelerated summer class, there will likely be 2 lecture videos for each of the 2 chapters each week. So don't forget to watch those as you read the textbook as well. And then there are expansion videos. These are important because some of the questions will appear on the weekly chapter quizzes and maybe on the midterm and final. So these are super interesting expansion videos that dive deeper into the topics. At the end of each module, weekly module, you'll notice the assignments in order by due date. So you'll likely see a discussion assignment of sort, perhaps a participation assignment, and then the 2 chapter quizzes for that. So as you go through, you'll also notice that modules are locked for a particular date. Essentially, every week, a module will open on Thursday, more or less, and that will give students who are moving ahead an opportunity to keep going a little more quickly. You'll also notice that there are 2 due dates each week, usually on a Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Those will be for our discussion assignments and our participation assignments. And then the chapter quizzes are usually due that Sunday. So be sure to manage your schedule and time wisely this semester. Although it is a fully online course, which means we don't have live Zoom meetings or anything, it is important that you manage your time during the week and complete the required work according to the posted dates. So let me take us back to the home page. Whenever you have a question, remember you can contact me. You can get me through the Canvas inbox. You can also find me by email, phone. Let me just show you my contact information. So you can contact me at my office or on my cell. Text messages are perfectly fine. I really look forward to working with you guys this semester. Thanks so much for joining the class, and good luck.